Hi guys, Coach Julia here, Coach Jewels. I kind of changed my background and everything I'm doing. I'm trying to find a really good spot for me to do my videos, so that's going to be a work in progress. So please be patient with me. Happy Friday, everyone. We made it through the week, and I'm so excited to release another video for everyone. Today we're going to be talking about failure, and we're going to talk about what to do when we face failure and how we can use failure to grow. So let me give you some context. So a couple days ago, I created a 30-day challenge with some of my followers on stream. And the idea was we were gonna pick some things we wanted to change, right? So a habit we wanted to change and change it in those 30 days, right? So whether it was sleep better, I don't know, spend less money, drink less alcohol, we all had our goals. Me being a life coach and thinking I'm superhuman, I was like, oh, I'm not only am I gonna sleep better, but I'm gonna work out 5 times a week. I'm gonna drink a gallon of water. I'm going to go to bed before 10 and all these other ridiculous claims that I made. And I really thought I could do it. And I think because I put so much on my plate, I failed immediately, you guys, failed, literally within 2 days. So I had 2 choices. I could either tell my community the truth and face judgment, I guess, or I could lie and pretend that, I was still on board and, motivate everyone. And I've always been so transparent with who I am as a person. So of course I told everyone the truth. I put on an IG video, hey guys, yeah, I failed, that sucks. But I was like, it's okay to fail. There's no problem in failing. There's no shame in failing, right? Because failure gives you an opportunity to do something better and do it in a way that's more achievable, in my opinion. So I put out a video on Instagram about how, it's okay to fail. And failure is not a bad thing. So 2 things I want to discuss in this video is why failure is not bad. And the second thing is how to take baby steps to reach your goals when you're being overwhelmed, basically. So first point, failure is not a bad thing. I think there is a negative environment, a negative climate around the word failure. Because think about it. I was a teacher for 5 years. What happened when you were a kid and you did bad on a test? You got a bad grade. And what did that bad grade do to your transcript, right? It pulled down your entire grade. Your mom got the report card, or your dad. You were in trouble. So from a very early age, we are taught that failure is bad, right? There are consequences to failure. When you fail, you need to feel sad. When you fail, right, you are in trouble. But I don't think that's true. I think failure is an opportunity not only to grow, but to take something you failed with and change it up, right? Make it more attainable. If it's a goal, cut it up in little pieces so you're more likely to succeed. I think it's better to fail sooner rather than later, okay? Because then you can change your plan earlier on. So failure is not a bad thing, and actually it is shown through studies that, I'm trying to remember the name of the psychologist, I can't remember his name, I'll have to add it to my description later, but he's a very famous psychologist, and he says that humans can change from early on until up to about 25, okay? We can change. It's a lot harder for adults 25 and older to change, and the only way they're gonna change is by experiencing pain, AKA failure. So we need failure in order to change what we are doing, right? It's the check mark, it's the timeout, it's the let's take a step back and reevaluate. So failure is not a bad thing. So when I failed my goal immediately, I was like, oh, thank goodness I failed right away, because now I can go back and think about what I need to do to achieve my goal. So I went back personally. I had, like I told you, a whole list of goals. It was so ridiculous. So I went back and I cut it up and I said, okay, I'm going to focus on 2 things. And I think they'll build into the other goals. But I'm going to focus on 2 things. And the 2 things were, I'm going to work out twice a week. So I went from 5 to 2 times a week. And then I told myself I'm going to go to sleep before midnight. I need to get a regular sleep schedule because I think that's going to feed into all other areas of my life and my success. So those are my 2 goals I'm focusing on And so far, I've been able to reach those goals. I still have 27 days, but I'm personally glad I failed at first because now I'm able to go back and reevaluate, structure my plan in a different way where it makes, my dreams and my goals more achievable. So failure is not a bad thing, and I wish us as a society, we would stop renaming failure. Oh, it's not failure, it's an opportunity to learn. Well, sure, failure hurts, it's okay. We get back up and we learn from failure. But failure itself, I think, is a great tool in self-development. Now, the second part I want to talk about is baby steps. So if you notice in my previous example about my goals and how I broken down into smaller pieces, that was an example of a baby step. Because if you have a goal that seems hard to achieve, take a smaller part of that goal. For example, let's say you are going to drink a gallon of water a day. Okay, well, maybe you have a hard time doing that, but maybe start with saying you're going to drink 2 to 3 glasses of water a day. Something that's actually manageable for you. Don't overshoot your capabilities, right? If you're overconfident in this area, you might fail your goal. So I think it's important, and I learned this the hard way, to take your goal and break it up into smaller chunks. If your goal is, I want to eat at home and cook more, well, maybe just devote yourself to eating at home 1 day a week just to start. Okay, you do that for a week, you're consistent. Next week, do it for 2 days. Then do it for 3 days. So it is so important, I think, to take baby steps once we hit that wall of failure, because for one, well, it's more achievable. And for two, it's gonna set us up on a road to success. So that's just a start of this discussion. We're gonna have more videos on the topic as obviously these 30 days go by. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. We just hit 400 followers. I'm so grateful. I'm so lucky to my community, to those who are watching me. Thank you guys so much for being part of my journey. And if you want to follow my Instagram, it's Jewels, like my name, Jewelzgs. I'll put that in the description as well. So thank you guys so much. This was a great video. I love doing this, and I'm excited for the next one. Thank you.